Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I am working on this Bally 6803 game. This is Escape from the Lost World. Check it out. A pretty rare game that I picked up, and there's a video or two of the first look at this. Anyway, I've been fiddling around with it a little bit off camera, and I've managed to get the thing to boot up, and it seems to be working okay. So my next order of business is to deal with the battery. Now, when I first picked up this machine, I pulled the battery off the MPU board because that's the one thing we don't want. The battery was up here, and I removed it, and as you can see, I've replaced it with a coin cell. There's a number of options that you can do when you're upgrading these games. You can put the another original battery back, but those things leak and they can damage the board. You can mount a remote battery pack, which is 3 AAA batteries. You put a blocking diode in there because this expects a rechargeable battery. You can put a memory capacitor in there as well, but this time I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to put a coin cell in there, a 2032 coin cell. It's very common, and you'll see there's a little holder, and I basically just soldered it right up there next to where the battery used to be. And it's a pretty simple thing, and I actually did it in the game. I actually did this without taking the board out. I got this little coin cell holder, and then I soldered one end right down here to the positive terminal. I added a wire and then soldered that one up there, and then I took a glue gun and I just squirted a little bit of glue behind the holder and then pushed it to the board, let it dry, and then stuck the coin cell in. It really takes less than 10 minutes to do this. It's a very quick, very effective mod. You can put the battery holder in there. You can get these coin cells really cheap off of eBay. They're very common. They're used in computers and remote controls and stuff like that. And so there you have it. It's a very simple, quick mod to add a coin cell, a lithium battery in there, and that's less likely to leak and cause any problems. And it's a very common battery, easily replaced. So bam, we've addressed the whole battery issue in this game pretty quickly. I will continue to do more work checking the game out, but another thing about these games is that they don't really have any memory test functions. So if the batteries go out, the game acts kind of wacky and weird. One of the things I noticed is when I replaced the battery, it kept saying the balls were missing even though the balls were there, and I didn't have any reason to think the switches weren't working. So I had to go through, reset the factory settings, have it go through a couple of iterations of in the test mode, and then finally it started recognizing the balls. So when you lose power, this game sometimes will get weird and do some odd stuff. So you want to try to get these batteries and keep them in there and make sure that it's always working. But if the game acts wacky, that can be it. Go into test mode, reset a few things, try reinstalling the factory defaults, and then going back in, and it seems to kind of eventually correct itself. It doesn't hurt if you take the balls out and put them back in, that kind of stuff. So anyway, got the game working, and it boots up nicely. You can see. Ding. So far, so good. Now is on to cleaning this thing. It's pretty filthy, but it's in pretty good shape. I'm excited about getting this thing back working, but first order of business is to secure the boards inside and make sure everything is solid. So that's what we've done. So there's a quick little down and dirty video. This way I didn't even have to remove the board from the back box, because anytime you undo those connectors you run the risk of cracking solder joints. So quick little thing, modified a little coin cell holder and soldered it into the board up there. A nice fix for these late model Bally 6803 games. So for more, visit my website, PinballHelp.com. You can also find me on Reddit, reddit.r/PinballHelp. And there's Pinball Help on Facebook and a couple other things. And thank you guys for your support, and keep watching, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.